This is our new home, and as you can see it's quite overgrown, but I'll explain in the video as to why that is. Hi everyone, my name's Florence and today we're going to be going through a empty new house tour. Obviously this house isn't new, it's a 1970s bungalow. But we're going to be doing a fixer-upper and having this as our family home. So this is our ideal house. Anyway, let's step in. Okay, so you enter the front door and you're faced with this awful staircase. And I'm just going to put you on widescreen so that you can actually see properly and it'll give you more of an idea. This is the current kitchen. It's not what we want, and this isn't going to be the kitchen for long. And there's lino floors, you know, the kitchen will be gone. There's wooden floors underneath, which we're looking forward to seeing. And yeah, the previous owners rented this for 25 years, so that's why it's not much of a home. You can see the view out of the window and the massively overgrown garden, which we said last May, so May 2020, that we wanted to purchase this place. And the previous owner tried to charge us for their gardening works to keep it up, which we weren't going to do. So on this side, we're going to try and take this wall away, and this will be our living room. So this will be the view out of one of the windows. All of the vegetation we're going to try and cut down as much as possible around the house. But we're going to board up this door and get rid of that wall, which will then lead us to the really beautiful carpet in the next room. As you can see, incredible, great design choice. Anyway, this is the wall that we're looking at getting rid of and putting a beam up. So it'll actually be a massive living room. And yeah, this space just gets absolutely incredible light all day. There's slugs on the carpet which are coming through the vents, just because the gardens around the house are so massively overgrown. And you can all already tell what I'm thinking about this space. I'm thinking houseplants, cut down the trees outside and the laurel. And the farmers actually cut the field for hay, so it means that the field is actually in better condition than our garden, which is ridiculous. But you can see the view and it's just incredible. Yeah, the light is just amazing. It's south facing, so you get all day sun. And I'm going to insert a clip here of what we would look out to from our living room of the flat in London, and you can compare it and just see how much better this is for us and why we really wanted to choose this house. So anyway, moving on, back out into the hallway. This is the back door, and we're looking at installing a stable door. We're actually looking at getting rid of that wall, plastering across and having a door here. And that will be our utility porch type area. So we'll have our washing machine and everything in there. And yeah, it just makes sense. We're going to move the toilet into this little room and board up on the side. So that will be quite a nice kind of small downstairs loo. And look away now if you don't like spiders, but this guy has been hunting me down and have a stare off with me. So this room used to be the dining room, and again the view is absolutely incredible. I mean, I just can't wait until the lawn is sorted and we can actually walk out there without wading through massive amounts of grass. We're just super lucky. This is the other window, which looks out to a greenhouse and a couple of sheds, and we're hoping to get the garden in kind of a workable condition and then start to renovate. But anyway, we're going to knock through this wall, and this is going to be our dining room, and then leading you into what will be our kitchen. So this again will be quite a large room. We're looking at putting an Aga here. We're having the sink in front of this window, which means that this will be your view, and obviously, you know, I can't imagine anything better. It's just absolutely stunning everywhere you look. So with this wall knocked through, you'll be able to see right through to the other window and out to the field, and just look at how much more light you'll get throughout that back room. And then back here, we've got what is going to be Hal's office. So these are the floors that are all through the downstairs of the house. You can see that they're quite orange pine. So we're looking at sanding those. Also, that house there is our only neighbour, which means that the privacy is just incredible. But eventually, I'm sure this will become a child's room. And then back out into the hallway, you've got a little cupboard which needs to be redone. It's quite damp in there, but we use that for coats and boots and things, I would have thought. And then the staircase. Now, we're looking at moving the staircase over to the right. The boards on it are to pass building control, which just seems absolutely mental. It's so that people can't climb the banisters, but everything about the staircase is just awful. You've got a skylight at the top of the stairs. And this will be our master bedroom. So we're looking at putting the bed around about here and having a skylight in that bit of the ceiling. Looking at having wardrobe space all under there. And yeah, I mean, the skylight will kind of go around about there. So it'll give you an idea just to brighten up this room a bit more. And you can see how beautiful it is out in the garden, out in the field, and where the farmers cut all the hay. So yeah, it's just a really, really nice, calm, quiet area. It does get quite hot upstairs because the insulation isn't brilliant, but yeah, I mean, look at that staircase. So this is the current bathroom, and we're looking at getting rid of all of this, actually, if I'm honest. If it means that we've got kind of full window space that looks out over the field, that would just be kind of ideal. And then this weird kind of like L-shaped bedroom, just to give you an idea of where you are. That's the bathroom, that's the master bedroom, and then this is the L-shaped bedroom. So we've got a skylight in here and some under eaves storage. So, I mean, I had no clue what to do with this bedroom. I'm just going to show you the view from the window quickly. So this is our garden and the field. You can kind of see the comparison there of how crazy it is. But yeah, we were looking at making this kind of block area into one bedroom by putting a wall in, and pushing the corridor back. But I think now this is going to be a single bedroom, and the one in the L-shaped area will be a bedroom. And yeah, it just makes a bit more sense. I mean, there's nothing really in here, so we could potentially knock through this space and have a bit more storage, or just like a bit more space. Or again, we could have built-in wardrobes and things like that. In this cupboard, there's actually the water heater, and I'm not sure what our plan is to do with that yet, whether we're keeping it in the same place, but yeah, might just see what happens, see what our budget is doing. This isn't an endless budget, and we have kind of thought about what we would really like to do, which is making this into 2 bedrooms, basically. So with that in mind, where that shower wall is, that will be our hallway. So I think once the eaves are taken out and we put in a dormer window, we'll have probably about 1 metre more space. But anyway, I'm going to go show you the garden and, sorry, down dangerous stairs. There are boulders around, and that's just because it wedges the doors open a bit to get some airflow. Yeah, I'll show you outside the back door because it's just absolutely stunning. This hasn't been opened in a while, so it did actually peel off some of the lining of it, but whatever. I can't wait for this to be the view that we wake up to every morning. Okay, and outside, so this is out the front door, got steps leading down. I'm just going to pan around so you can kind of see the front of the house, even though we call it the back. They said that we didn't need a new roof, but I'm not being funny. There's ferns growing up there that can't grow in my bloody house conditions or cabinet conditions. You can see that it's hugely overgrown. The fences are broken. It's just been absolutely neglected. yeah, this is this side of the house, so that's where our kitchen will be and our master bedroom. Then you've kind of got all of this weird brickwork and concrete, which we're going to try and get rid of as well. It does need a lot of work, but anyway, I'm just going to show you there's water supplies like all around the garden. The greenhouse, we've got these really beautiful yellow flowers, and I'm kind of reluctant to dig these up a bit, if I'm honest, because I really, really like them. So the plan for this side of the house is eventually to put in some sort of patio or grass area. I need to make sure that all of the glass is actually there for the greenhouse. And if you come around here, you've got this weird kind of like pit thing, and we can't work out what the hell it is really, but we're going to try and use those bricks in there for a footpath up the garden. If you head up this way through the overgrown grass, you've got just a shed and more overgrown grass and lots of brambles and thistles and whatever else. But there's this old shack. Yeah, you can see how massively overgrown the grass is here, and I'm having to wade through it. Yeah, I mean, the grass is up to waist height, which is just insane. But anyway, if you wade through the grass, you get to a summer house and kind of decking bit. This all needs to be redone as well, and we're hoping that this will be a project for me and Hal without much help that we can learn on. But you can see just how absolutely stunning. So this house does come with an acre garden and an 8-acre field. So watch this space on what we're going to do eventually with it. But yeah, the garden just needs so much work. I can't describe to you. Trying to wade through this grass is like a workout. And there's brambles and thistles, so it's just impossible everywhere. So this is the kind of overview of above the greenhouse. And heading up behind the summer house, heading up to the fence, you can kind of see just how much better the field looks than our garden. Yeah, I mean, there's wild roses popping up everywhere. This is the house from the back. You will have seen this in the thumbnail of this video, but it is just the perfect house for us. Excuse me while I try and be all artsy, but actually trying to show you how long the grass is. This is only me holding the camera at my waist. We've got a little gate to the field, which is currently barbed wire because of cows and things in the field a lot of the year. But yeah, I can't explain how grateful I am that we have got this house. And I know that it's taken such a long time. I mean, May 2020 and it is now August 2021. So all of the rows in front of the window will be cut back. And I am going to be honest, we are going to cut the grass in the garden. I know that it's incredible for wildlife and there are insects everywhere. But it's just not manageable. So we have some apple trees and there's actually loads of apples on them at the moment. And we keep finding them kind of half eaten everywhere. And at first we thought it was kind of people eating the apples and leaving them on the gateposts. But we actually found out that it was the squirrels, which made us laugh quite a lot. But yeah, I mean, there's really cute areas of lawn and I have no clue on garden design. So I need to kind of, once the garden is cleared up, I can kind of have an idea of what we want to do. At the back here, there's this really cute little chestnut tree, which I'm hoping that we're going to keep so that our kids can play conkers. And this is just heading back to the pathway, which is kind of like the entrance to the house and the garden. So it's really cute little archways of apple trees and pear trees and cherry trees. But it's just whether it's practical to keep them. I don't want to disturb it too much. So that's the driveway that we've got. So we've got fencing all the way around the garden. And then just over here, we've got some sheds and stables. So this is just on the edge of our little kind of driveway bit, but the field stretches all the way behind those sheds. The machinery and things are all the farmers, so that's all going to go. But I mean, everything down to weed killing the drive is going to be effort. You know, it's just ridiculous how much work there is to do on this place. Okay, so here's just a quick clip from a couple of weeks before, from before the field was cut, and I'll show you a quick clip of my mum's little dog, Furio, jumping up and down in the grass to kind of give you an idea that it isn't us making a fuss. It is ridiculous that our garden is basically hay. But I'm going to take this time just to say a massive thank you for watching this far, if you got this far. Subscribe if you haven't already and you want a mixture of houseplant content, renovation content, and realistic renovations. I'm not going to be one of those people that kind of just show you the finished result and say, this was so easy. But I'm also not going to lie and say that we are having tradespeople to help us with this, because there is no way that we can do this on our own. It is such a massive job. Yeah, I honestly can't explain how grateful I am to be given the opportunity to live here and look out at this every single morning when we leave the front door or just step outside for a coffee.